What's up? I am for real out here. I'm vlogging. What the fuck? When I tell you that this is probably the most spontaneous thing I've done, like, pretty much ever, I would not be lying to you. Let me paint this picture on how this fucking panned out right here. I was sitting right here. Now, a lot of times what I will do is I will kind of just be sitting, collecting my thoughts, thinking about a fucking multitude of different things. And one of the things on the radar for today was, ironically enough, I do not see myself ever making YouTube videos or streaming ever again. Like I said, ironically enough, because here we are making a fucking YouTube video. I feel like this is probably where like the majority of my sort of motivation stems from, is me just kind of thinking and like being like, oh wow, well, like, look at all these different possibilities, and look at all the people that have done these simple things and turned into big things. And you know, also, the other day, okay, first and foremost, little backstory, little context here. For the past few years, I have been really tapping into my sort of spiritual side of things. The biggest sort of thing of that is manifestation. Huge manifestation believer right here. Now, sort of along the lines of that is I also really enjoy reading motivational quotes. And one of the motivational quotes that I just read the other day goes like this: small steps in the right direction can turn out to be the biggest step of your life. Yes, I had to cut and write it down because I wanted to say it verbatim. So the reason why I stopped making YouTube videos in general, because, you know, if perhaps potentially someone is still subscribed to this channel from when I used to make videos back in like 2018, 2019-ish. If you are still here, first off, you're a fucking legend, you're a champion, I love you. Where was I going with this? I don't know. Basically, long story short, if you don't know, I used to make YouTube videos all the fucking time. A lot of cringe ones, we'll say, and not gonna lie, most of them are pretty much private by now. Basically, I used to care a lot about doing YouTube videos and doing the whole shebang, you know, filming, editing, all the SEO stuff, making them an enticing title and an enticing thumbnail and everything like that. There's a good fucking chance that this thumbnail on this video is probably just one that kind of looks like this. But the biggest reason why I stopped is because I lost ideas, right? I didn't have any kind of ideas, right? Like, it felt like the videos I was making was always kind of the same shit. You know, I mean, first off, I started the YouTube stuff because I wanted to make gaming videos, right? And you know, way back in the beginning, I didn't even make gaming videos because I didn't have the type of equipment, right? Like, I always wanted like an Elgato, for an example. If you don't know what that is just is a little device that just makes it so you can put the video game that you're playing, you can kind of like record the screen and make one of those like let's play type videos, right? So that was like, back then, that was like always my goal. I wanted to be a gaming YouTuber, right? But I also just liked creating shit. I've always been a creative person. So that's why way back I started with just vlog lifestyle videos. Just for shits and gigs, here's a little quick snippet of like one of my first ever videos on this channel.
So how's it going, guys? It's XYTX Nomad here, and on today's episode I'm just gonna be bringing you another vlog as usual.
Yes, it was that cringe. I think I was probably about maybe 14, 15 there. And for reference, I am almost 23 now, which is so fucking crazy to be thinking, because if you think about that, really, say if I was 14 and I'm almost 23, that means that was almost 10 fucking years ago. Insane how time flies, right? You know what's also kind of cool though? Like a sort of a positive twist. That's what I've been really working on. Positive twists. If I've had a shitty day, well, what's a positive twist to this shitty day or this shitty thing that happened? Not saying that making YouTube videos is a shitty thing, but sort of associated it with cringe, which associates to negativity. You get it, hopefully. But a positive twist, we'll call it. Even though those videos are private, they're still on there. And say when I'm like in my 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever, I can look back on those videos. And like, that's like a fucking time capsule, bro. Like, that's like literally like just from random days from my teenage years that like I will never see again. I still do that occasionally, where I'll go and I'll look at some of my private videos and I'll be like, damn, I forgot I did that, you know? And what might not seem significant to anyone else. It's significant to me because, like, that's my life, you know? Like, I have the power, we'll say, to go onto YouTube and see what was I doing at this time 7 years ago. I can just look that up. I'll just have a video of me doing some random shit. Probably playing Fortnite or something like that. Crazy. I have made the attempt to make another YouTube video on this channel for a very long time. I've probably have different vlog sort of segments, vlog footage things on my phone right here. Cause yes, I do record all my shit on my phone because I don't have a camera. And you know what? I have like the newest fucking iPhone or whatever, the iPhone 15. It's not the newest, whatever. But point is, it has a good ass fucking camera and you can see what I'm saying and hear what I'm saying and doing and all this fucking shit. That's also a thing if, if you are still here from before, you know, I never really swore in my videos before, and if I did, I bleeped them all out. I'm not gonna fucking do that now because we're all fucking adults here, and if you're not, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, you know, maybe I can say some good shit for you, but like, not really, because I am an adult and I'm going to expect to speak to other adults. I am not an elementary teacher. So this kind of brings me to this sort of current day. What do I plan to make of this channel? Because I do want to continue to make videos because, like I said, I love being creative. I love doing this. And it's been a long time since I have done something like this, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of craving it a little bit. I figured since I'm kind of, you know, really, I've really spent the last few years tapping into my sort of spiritual side of things, I can use that as an opportunity to sort of make the videos sort of surrounded on that. It's going to be lifestyle shit on here, you know, like any sort of gaming aspect to this stuff. It will just be kind of like little parts of the vlog, we'll say, which I don't like calling it a vlog because I think vlogging is you know, for a lack of a better term, dead. However, this allows me to be creative. It allows me to, you know, just say what's on my mind. I am literally sitting here on my bed talking to my phone's camera, recording a video at precisely 2:37 p.m. all because I fucking can. Now, of course, I'm gonna share this video, right? Also, something I never fucking did. I never did that before. I was always terrified of anyone knowing that I made YouTube videos. Now is a completely different story. I do not give a flying or stationary fuck what anyone fucking thinks about me or anything like that. But just to go down memory lane for a second, let's revisit the past. I remember back in grade 9, which for my American viewers out there, that is freshman year. I know you guys down south have a hard time understanding different sort of terms for simple concepts just because you're very stuck in your own ways. That's no shot at you, kind of, but hopefully you get the point. This was freshman year or grade 9. I made a YouTube video about Club Penguin shutting down. There are so many goddamn sirens around here. Shut the fuck up! This is that video. And like I said, I didn't want anyone knowing that I made YouTube videos. I was terrified of it. I was terrified of being ridiculed and being made fun of and being, you know, all this shit. As anyone does. If you were in my position way back then when YouTube really wasn't a huge thing, not really as big as it is today, you know, everybody had that sort of idea of YouTube. It's a silly thing. It's a made-up fantasy. Only like the 1% can get through. And also, not to mention the fact that back in high school, I had little to no confidence whatsoever. I was very much a different person than I am now, because if I was the same person as I was back then, I wouldn't be sitting here making this video. Let me tell you that right fucking now. Anyways, I bring that all up because I made a YouTube video about Club Penguin shutting down its services. And a friend I went to high school with had shared to everybody in the cafeteria that was around, which is also the people that I was in the same grade as. Notice how I'm not calling really any of them my friends because they're not my friends. High school was an absolute shit show, but I'm gonna save that for another video. Anyways, someone I went to high school with, I was a very good friend with, had expressed to everybody in the cafeteria that was around that I made a YouTube video about Club Penguin dying. And when he said that, I felt like my whole world went like... Do you know why I felt that way? Because I had little to no confidence, and I very much cared what people thought of me. I was constantly feeling this pressure to be popular, to be like the cool kids. And since I was really never part of the cool kids, no matter how hard I tried, that made my confidence tank even fucking more. So I guess sort of summing it up, because I've now started to realize that this has become a professional yapping session where I'm just kind of talking just to talk. I don't really know where the fuck I'm going with this shit. I guess sort of summing this up and making this sort of this ending to the topic, tapping into my spirituality and manifestation shit and all that stuff has quite literally saved my life. Now, of course, there's other factors that have, you know, shaped me into this person that I am now, which is completely different than who I was before. But I'm gonna use that as an opportunity to potentially make another YouTube video about it, because I don't want to say all my ideas right here, because then I won't have any ideas to make more YouTube videos, thus bringing me back to where I was before. Now again, also, I mean, with all that being said, I'm not going to force myself to make YouTube videos. If I do not want to make a YouTube video, I am not going to make a YouTube video. So there is a chance, I'm not gonna say good chance or any kind of level of that chance, but there is a chance that this may be the only video that I post for the next 6 months. I don't know. I'm gonna try to not have that happen, right? Because I do want to sort of post more often, because it allows me to, you know, share my thoughts and share all the things and everything and all that stuff. But based on things from the past, when I have forced myself to do something, for example, make a YouTube video or stream on Twitch or whatever, as soon as it starts feeling like I'm forcing myself, that immediately tanks my motivation. It goes from here all the way down, and then I'm just not gonna end up doing it. That's why I haven't put a public YouTube video on this channel for about 2 years now. So for the 5 millionth time, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna really try my best to be as consistent as possible with not forcing myself to do that. If perhaps you made it to the end of this video, I do really appreciate you, and you're a fucking legend, and you are awesome. You are awesome. Thank you for listening to my yap session, if you did, and I will see you next time. I'm not gonna ask you to like the video or subscribe, but if you do want to, I'm not gonna stop you. Ha ha ha. Okay, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna get out of here. Like the video if you want, subscribe if you want. Do whatever you want to do. I really don't give a fuck. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
Last time I checked, I'm still hot, real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop.